Hi guys, how you doing? Stevie Buckley PT. So today we're going to be talking about body recomposition. Now, body recomposition is when a person puts emphasis not only on losing fat, but also on building muscle. Now, if your goal is to build muscle and lose fat at the same time, then it's really important that we not only have correct training, but also that our nutrition is in place. Guys, you've got to understand that this is a process that can take time, consistency, and patience. However, if you follow the guidelines that I'm going to give you in this video today, then you really will see good results over time. Okay guys, so when it comes to training for achieving body recomposition, many people get this wrong. You'll have some people who will go into the gym and just do resistance training, just do weight training, and you'll have other people who will go into the gym and just do cardio. Now, it's really important that when you're trying to achieve body recomposition that we get the balance right between the two. We don't just want to be building or working on resistance training and trying to build muscle, and we don't just want to be doing cardio. The people who are doing just cardio, yes, they're going to burn more calories within a session than the people doing resistance training. However, they're going to miss out on the fact that the more muscle mass that you have on your frame, the higher your metabolic rate is going to be. So you're going to burn more calories at rest. And the people who are just doing resistance training, yes, they're going to achieve the higher metabolic rate, but throughout the session, they're not going to burn enough calories that they need to get lean. So it's really important that you get the balance right between the two. So how I suggest you structure the training would be like this. You want to be training each major muscle group twice per week, focusing on progressive overload. Now, when it comes to achieving muscle growth, I don't want to make this video too long, so I'm not going to go into too much detail about that. So I have made a video called Muscle Building Made Simple. If you hadn't seen it, I'll link it down in the description below. It just gives more of a detailed explanation of how best to build muscle. But you want to be focusing on progressive overload, building as much muscle as you can, okay? Hitting each major muscle group twice per week. Now, at the end of each session, this is when you can do your cardio. So you want to finish off your session with 20 to 30 minutes of either LISS, which is light intensity steady state cardio, or HIIT, which is high intensity interval training. Whatever you prefer to do is fine. Okay, this is going to be the best way that you can structure your training, and it's going to give you the best results. Okay guys, so when it comes to nutrition for achieving body recomposition, many of you may have heard that in order to build muscle, we need to be going into a calorie surplus. Although this may be the case for some people, if you have excess fat already on your frame, the last thing you want to be doing is accumulating more by going into a surplus. The excess fat that you have on your frame can be used as energy to help you with the muscle building process. So you can build muscle and lose fat at the same time, providing you're training correctly, okay? So focusing on that progressive overload in the gym and training correctly, you can absolutely build muscle and lose fat at the same time. Now, what I recommend you do instead is go into a 300 to 500 calorie deficit. This is going to ensure that we are losing the fat that we need to lose. Now, a good tool that you can use in order to do this is an app called MyFitnessPal. I've talked about it in previous videos before. It can be a really powerful tool that you can use to not only ensure that you're staying in that 300 to 500 calorie deficit daily that you need to be to lose the fat, but also to learn about calories that are in foods. So once you achieve your results, you're going to be able to sustain your results over time. Now, what I also recommend that you do is increase your protein. Now, I would recommend 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. This is going to ensure that we not only give our body enough amino acids to support the training and muscle building process, but it's also going to ensure that we stay satiated throughout the day, feel fuller for longer throughout the day, and this is going to really help us with the leaning out process. We want to stay in an average daily calorie deficit until our body fat percentage comes down to a healthier level. At this stage, calories can then be readjusted and taken back up to more of a maintenance level consistently, or even into a slight surplus if you get lean enough. This is to ensure we're giving our body enough energy to not only support our training, but to continue to build muscle. Another really important thing that you need to be thinking about when you're trying to lose fat and build muscle at the same time is NEAT. NEAT stands for non-exercise activity thermogenesis. And basically what this means is just moving more throughout the day. You might have a very sedentary job, or you might not move very much outside of your training. And if this is the case, then it's likely that you're not going to be getting yourself into that energy deficit that you need to be getting yourself into in order to lose the fat. So what I suggest that you do here is just daily trying to increase your movement, trying to increase maybe your steps, or you can do what's called active recovery. So you can maybe go for a swim 2 or 3 times a week, go for a cycle, that type of thing. Moving more throughout the day is just going to help you get into that energy deficit that you need to be in order to lose the fat and achieve the results over time. Guys, I wanted to make this video today easy to understand. There'll be a lot of people online who will try and make the process of building muscle and losing fat sound very complicated, and it doesn't need to be. If you focus on these simple tips that I gave you today and do it consistently and stay patient over time, then you really will see good results. If you found the video helpful, guys, don't forget to leave it a thumbs up. If you have any questions about anything that I've said today, please feel free to drop them down in the comment section down below and I'll get right back to you. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any new videos we've got coming soon to help you out. Cheers!